Right, today we'll be working on some vocabulary, and after the end of the lesson, you'll be able to fully understand the meaning of these words and will be able to use these words in your own sentences.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and read a few sentences using these words. The words that are highlighted are our vocab words, okay?
Okay.
So can you please read the first sentence for me?
I find comedians to be very amusing.
I want you to tell me if you know this vocabulary word. So the knowledge rating. Number 1, I've never heard the word before. Number 2, I've heard the word, but I don't know what it means. Number 3, I'm not sure what it means, but I think it has something to do with. And number 4, I know the word well and can explain it to the class. So the word amusing, what would you give it?
Number 3.
Number 3. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and write that down. So let's go ahead and rate the rest of the words.
Okay.
Go ahead and read number 2.
When we look at shapes, we classify them by the number of sides.
Okay, what is our vocabulary word?
Classified.
Okay, so what rating would you give it?
2.
Number 3, go ahead and read that.
What is the difference between 10 and 6?
So our vocabulary word is,
Difference.
and what would you give that?
A 4.
Okay, go ahead and read number 4.
When I get bored at school, I sometimes feel drowsy.
All right, what would you give it?
A 2.
All right, go ahead and read number 5.
The elephant I saw at the circus was enormous.
And what is the vocabulary word?
A 4. Or no,
So what is the
enormous.
enormous? Go ahead. What you said 4?
Yeah.
Okay, number 6.
I have to estimate the amount of candy that is in the jar.
Okay, what's the vocabulary word?
Estimate.
What would you give it?
A 4.
Okay, number 7. Go ahead and read number 7.
We all gather together when we have a party.
Okay, what's the vocabulary word?
Gather.
And what would you rate it?
A 4.
Go ahead and read number 8.
I have to investigate who took my Pokemon card.
Ooh, someone took your Pokemon card. So what's your word? Vocabulary word?
Investigate.
Investigate. And what would you rate it?
A 4.
Number 9. Go ahead and read that one.
Wearing a hard hat is necessary at the construction site.
Vocab word?
Necessary?
Necessary. What would you rate it?
A 3.
So I'm gonna go ahead and read number 10.
I will predict that the Raiders will go to the Super Bowl next year.
I predict that too. What's your vocabulary word?
Predict?
Predict. And what would you rate it?
A 4.
Oh, all right, go ahead and read number 11.
My body shivered during the long, cold winter.
Okay. Vocabulary word is a? What's the word?
Shivered.
Shivered. And what would you rate it?
A 4.
And number 12. Go ahead and read that one for me.
The flags sway on a windy day.
Okay. What is the vocabulary word?
Sway.
And what would you rate it?
A 3.
A 3. Okay. Okay, now we're going to match the vocabulary words to their definitions. So I have the definitions right in front of you, okay? And here's the vocabulary words. So we're just going to do one at a time to see if we can match them. I have the first word right here. What is it?
Shivered.
Shivered. You rated it a 4. So you know what shivered means then?
Yes.
What does it mean?
It's like being like cold and you're so cold.
Is there any definition here that might have it?
Yes.
Go ahead and read that for me.
Shaking uncontrollably from being cold, frightened, or excited.
All right, go ahead. That's the definition of shivered. Necessary. So you rated that a 3. So where do you think it might go?
Right here.
What does that say?
To be required or an estimate.
Essential.
Essential.
To be required or essential. Good.
Predict.
Predict. So what does that mean? You gave that one a 4. So you know what that means.
Predict is like to guess something that will happen. Right here.
What does it say?
It says to guess about what will happen.
Go ahead. That's the definition for predict.
Enormous.
Enormous.
Enormous is like something that's very large. Oh, right here.
What does it say?
Very large in size.
Gather.
Gather is like being together.
So where could that go if we look at our definitions?
Oh, here.
What does it say?
To come together or assemble.
Or assemble. Okay, so this is the first word you read. What is that word?
Musing. I think it has something to do with like causing laughter.
Okay. So let's look at our definitions here.
Oh, right there.
What does it say?
Causing laughter and entertainment. Difference.
Difference. You rated that one a 4, so you know what this means, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead. What do you think it means?
Different. Like say that you have 2 M&Ms and another person has 5. That's the difference.
So where definition will this go? This vocab word go?
Right here.
Go ahead. What does that say?
The remainder
The remainder.
left after subtracting.
This word, right?
Investigate.
Investigate.
It's like to try to find something that you're trying to look for.
Okay.
I think it's this.
What does that say?
Research to discover information.
All right, go ahead and place that there.
Estimate
Estimate.
is to roughly calculate or judge the value.
Okay, you saw that, the definition there. Go ahead. That is the definition.
Classify, I think it's supposed to be assigned to a particular category.
Go ahead and place that there. That is the definition. We have drowsy left and sway left.
When I get bored at school, I sometimes feel drowsy.
And what do you think that means?
The cause of being sleepy.
Cause of being sleepy. Go ahead and place that down. Our
That
last
means
word.
the movement from backward and forward from side to side.
Yes, it's the word sway. Good job. So now we have all the definitions matched with the vocabulary words. I have pictures now that we're going to see where you think they might go. So we have this little guy right here, and he's looking for something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think this might go? What word?
And I think it might go and investigate. Because he's
Investigate.
looking for something.
He is looking for something, so investigate. This girl is on a web,
A swing.
and it's going web.
Swaying.
Yeah, it is swaying. It's going back. What is this? What's the definition?
The movement from backward and forward or from side to side.
So back and forth. That motion is a sway. So good job.
Assigned to a particular category.
So we're what? We're doing with these.
Classify.
We're classifying them now into different amount of sides. So triangle has 3 sides. Quadrilateral has 4 sides. See?
No.
We got to investigate.
Estimate?
Estimate, right? He's trying to guess how many, was it candy or marbles are in this jar?
Candy.
So he's trying to estimate.
Or marbles.
Yes, he is. Remember when masks were necessary? Everyone had to wear a mask?
Mhm.
And then these are necessary because, why?
Because to protect your eyes
Protect
from
your
getting
eyes?
hit
And why do you have to wear a seatbelt?
for safety.
Safety. So it has to be, it's required or necessary. Yeah.
It's 9 minus 4 equals 5.
Okay.
The remainder left after subtracting.
The remainder left after subtracting 5. So what is it? The vocabulary word.
Difference.
The difference. What is this guy right here doing?
He's
little-
shivering.
Little penguin that's shivering in the cold. So let's look at our definitions and our vocabulary words. Where would he? Oh yeah, you said it. Shivering.
Shivered.
Shivered. That is our vocabulary word. Awesome. That's us. Sometimes we're in school.
Drowsy.
Drowsy. Yes. So this girl here is reading a book and she's what?
Predicting.
She's predicting what's going to happen in the story later on. Yeah. Predicting. Predict. So a laughing symbol, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which one has to do with laughter?
Amusing.
Amusing. Yeah. He's very what?
Enormous.
He's enormous. He's very big. So the
He's bigger than
vocabulary is
the trees.
enormous. He is bigger than the trees. Look at that. And our last one,
To come together or assemble.
to come together, assemble. So what's the vocab word?
Gather.
Gather. Awesome. Great job. So let's look back at our knowledge rating chart and rate each word one more time and see how you feel about these words. Amusing.
A 4.
You gotta give it a 4. How about investigate?
A 4.
A 4. Estimate.
A 4.
Classify.
A 4.
Sway.
A 4.
Drowsy.
A 4.
Shivered.
A 4.
Necessary.
4.
Predict.
4.
Enormous.
4.
Difference.
4.
And gather.
4.
All right, since you know all of them, let's come up with our own sentences now.
The joke that I heard was very amusing.
Awesome. I like that sentence a lot. Ready? Investigate.
I am trying to investigate my headphones to find my headphones.
Oh, that's a good sentence right there. How about the word estimate?
I have to estimate the number of plates.
Classify. That one's a little bit trickier.
Wait, no. I classified all the numbers and shapes together.
That's a great sentence. And you did it all by yourself too. That's great. Let's see. Sway.
The tree sways around.
Awesome. Drowsy.
When it's nighttime, I feel drowsy.
Love it. Shivered.
I shiver inside when I open the door to the freezer.
That's a great sentence. Necessary. That's necessary. What do we need to do that's necessary sometimes?
Do your chores.
Our chores are sometimes very necessary. Yeah. Awesome. Predict.
I am going to predict that I'm going to be a famous soccer player.
I hope one day you will be. Enormous.
The sky is very enormous.
The sky.
9 minus 5 is the difference between, because like it's
So the numbers between. Our last one right here. Gather.
me and my family gathered to take a family photo.
You did so well today, and you know all these words now. So you know what? Give me a high five for that. Good job, buddy.